Okay, this is on the Collins job, number 55041, installed on 1122 by Brett. I kind of overdrew this, so I apologize. But, so we're come down the stairs. We have this furnace room right here. And notice this is already broken. We did not break it, so I will let the homeowner know that is broken, but there was a piece of wood on top of it, so I'm guessing they already know. Anywho, but we're gonna put a two-zone system in here. So you can see the back duct here and the front duct. You also have that one coming out the top. So it's kind of weird how I did this, and I hope it works for you. He gave you 1 day to install this, so I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. So we're just going to remove the whole plenum, but we're going to leave this and leave the back one and re-tap them in from the inside. So, so we're changing the furnace only. We're leaving this coil. The coil's going to have to raise up 3.5 inches. So you're going to have to get 3.5 inches more bend out of that to make it work. Furnace will sit on a base furnace, and I have a little 2.5 inch piece to match up to the coil. Make sure the coil is clean, existing coil. Then I have a 17.5 inch piece. And to 24 by 20 3/8. So this is a side view of the furnace. So you're going to have 2 ducts going into this one with a damper in each one, with a duct and an end cap and a duct and an end cap. Okay, I'll make these U-shape so you can leave the front off and tap in these ducts, because it should be exactly the same from front to back as it is now. So you should be able to tap in those ducts from the inside and seal it and everything, and then put the fronts on like that, you know. But anyway, so you have these 2 24 by 10 dampers, so the motors will come out the 10-inch side, and so that's 20 inches, but your duct's 20 3/8. I figure you can just make up that with a slip rather than make another transition, and just make up the 3/8 of an inch with a slip. 4 slips, that's 3/8 right there. Anyway, okay, then so your cut line, just remove the whole plenum, but leave those. And if you want, I was debating on how you would do this. If you want, you can even leave a 1-inch flange and just cut around at 1 inch, and then you have your 1 inch out, and you can just put your duct in there and screw the 1-inch flange into each. This one you'll have to cut it from the inside, but it's kind of different, but I think it'll be easier if you'll just let me know if that was easier than trying to get back here and redo this stuff and add new starting colors. I'd appreciate the feedback. Anyway, 20 by 25 filter and duct just as it shows. I have a cut line 1 inch from that side, and just to right there. You have these wires, so I couldn't go all the way, but they'll still work with your cut line where it's at. Okay. Okay, next. So combustion air is okay right there. We are putting in an 80% furnace. So our new furnace is just going to be like 3/4 of an inch taller. So just reuse this flue. And so the only material I'm giving you for this is 1 4-inch draft hood connector. The gas, okay. So the gas is right here, it's on flex. And it goes up over the plenum and back down here. So I figure just reroute it so it comes up and then down. You can clamp it to the wall and just leave the caulk on it. And if you have too much gas, you can, you can put some back here. But I figure do that, and then you won't have to do the double 90s in the furnace that we hate. So from the caulk, you can add a T4 cap. So your caulk's going to be, let's say right here, then you're going to have a 18-inch piece, and then a flex, and then a 90, then a 12-inch into the furnace gas valve. Okay, AC, I'm going to leave as is. Make sure the coil is clean. We are raising the coil up 3.5 inches. So, like I said, try to make that work. Drain just to the floor, standard order with AC only. Thermostat, you're going to put on T6 thermostat. So your your door is a splitting point. So this is going to be a zone, and that side's going to be a zone. So you're going to just switch out this thermostat right here to your T6. And on this zone, I told them we'd just put a thermostat right above the wall or right above the light switch here. Unless they change their mind, but that's what I talked to them about. Oh yeah, so you have this 6-inch that's tapped on to the top of the duct. So that will be on the right zone. We just need to tap that back into our new end cap. Our duct should be the exact same height as this. So you should be able to just undo the dovetails, lift it up and cut your hole and drop it into the new one. And I hope this all works out for you. I'm kind of okay, power, we're going to reuse all power. Zones, add 2 24x10 dampers. I did text Jason those dampers as well as a bypass. So you can add a bypass damper, just an 8-inch bypass damper off the front. 90, 90. And add your zone panel. That's it. The only thing I'm somewhat worried about is our duct is going to be 1.25 inches longer this way. So I'm hoping this gas won't be in our way, but can always make the bend a little tighter if it is, you know. But okay, looks like they've got all their stuff grounded to this conduit, so we'll need to, you know, if we rip out the conduit, I mean, this conduit's not even grounded, so I don't know why they grounded it to the conduit. I'm trying to think. Okay, let's see here. Well, that's nothing. This ground is nothing. This ground is nothing. So these grounds can go away because they're not even hooked up to anything. Okay, that's it. Thanks.